The flexibility and agility of the marten, together with the habits and character of the cat. An incredibly agile, cunning, and very curious animal with big eyes and a huge fluffy tail. The hero of today's video loves to play cat and mouse, is fond of rock climbing, and pokes his wet nose everywhere. Today, we will be acquainted with Genet, an unusual animal with a very memorable appearance. Let's begin. Genet is a carnivorous mammal of the civerrids family. In the Middle Ages, these animals were popular pets until cats took their place. The historical homeland of the Genet is Savannah and the tropical forests of Africa. But today, the animal also lives in southern Asia and even in Europe, especially in Spain and France. The Genet genus has 14 species that differ not only in habitat, but also in size, fur color, and spotted pattern. But they all have an elongated and incredibly flexible body with a length of 40 to 60 centimeters, excluding an equally long tail, reaching 53 centimeters. The Genet weighs only 1 to 2 kilograms, despite its size. Outwardly, she resembles a cat to many. Relatively short legs, a small head, a long sharp muzzle, large rounded ears, and incredibly large eyes with vertical pupils like those cats. Short but very thick wool warms animals not only on cool nights, but also prevents them from freezing during frosts. Genet expresses its emotions with meows, hiss, and rumblings. Typical predator habitats are round with forests, shrubs, and tall grass. These animals don't like dry areas and prefer to settle near fresh water bodies. Genet uses abandoned burrows of other animals or crevices between stones as a dwelling. And she also feels great in tree hollows. Usually, the animal sleeps in a shelter during the day and goes in search of food only at nightfall. Strong legs and retractable claws allow Genet to climb the tallest trees with ease. A long tail plays a significant role in such dangerous activities, which helps maintain balance even in an extremely precarious position. In addition, the Genet easily stands on its hind legs, becoming like a meerkat. A large part of the Genet's diet consists of fruits, but often her predatory character is manifested. Birds, insects, and reptiles become prey. But the favorite delicacy of the animal is small mammals, in particular rodents. Sensitive hearing and large eyes help not only navigate in the dark, but also track down prey. Even the slightest rustle can betray a future victim. When the Genet has fixed the target, she tries to get as close as possible without giving away her presence. At dusk, the camouflage color makes her real invisible. The predator chooses the right moment, overtakes the victim with an aimed jump, and immediately proceeds to the meal. The slender and flexible body of the Genet allows her to penetrate into the most inaccessible places where the desired prey can hide. A young Genet in search of food stumbles upon a salamander, but even an inexperienced predator is alarmed by the black-yellow color of the amphibian. Salamander venom is toxic. It causes convulsions and paralysis by its action. This dose is not dangerous for humans, but small mammals are better off staying away from the salamander. Instincts tell Genet that she'd better look for someone less flamboyant for lunch. It prefers to live in areas with dense vegetation, such as bushes, thickets, and evergreen oak forests. As resting sites, it uses trees with dense foliage in a canopy and dense thickets overgrown with climbing plants. In northern areas, it prefers low altitudes with higher temperatures and low rainfall. In the Manzanares Park in central Spain, it lives foremost in areas of 1,000 to 1,200 meters elevation, with many rocks and shrubs. It tolerates proximity to settlements. Genets, like cats, are solitary. Each animal has its own territory. They meet with females only twice a year for procreation. Usually, offspring number from 1 to 4 babies. They feed on mother's milk for the first months of life, gaining independence only at the age of 8 months. 1-year-old genets leave their mother and go on their own journey. Animals live on average up to 10 years, although in captivity, they can live for more than 15 years. The life of predators in the wild is full of dangers, because they need not only to constantly get food, but also to avoid meeting with more dangerous hunters. The natural enemies of the genet are large owls and wild cats such as the leopard, serval, or caracal. But amazing dexterity and natural caution allows you to often avoid dangerous encounters, although sometimes innate curiosity can play a cruel joke. The viper venom will easily kill an animal of this size, but in this case, the meeting ends only with a warning. In this episode, the genet faced its closest competitor, the marten, because they have approximately the same size and weight, and also a similar diet. However, the animals show no aggression. We see that only curiosity drives them, but when it comes to tidbits, conflict can erupt between predators. Genet doesn't dare to attack for a long time, waiting for the right moment, but her attempt is quickly stopped. Genet often settles near villages and, in search of food, can easily look into a chicken coop or dovecote. In case of danger, the animal raises the wool on end and, like a skunk, releases a little liquid with the smell of musk. Probably genets as pets gave way to domestic cats because of this feature. The animal is very easily accustomed, and in Africa, they are often kept to fight rats and mice, which they easily exterminate. In the rest of the world, this is a rather exotic pet. By the way, genets are very clean animals that can easily be tamed to the tray. In addition, they are active and playful and get along well with other pets, especially cats that are close in character. If you liked the video, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel, because your activity motivates us to create new, interesting videos. Thank you for your attention and see you soon.